Welcome back to the ARCA RE Series Championship 200. Just back under green flag racing. David Reagan out in front of the field in the number 39. Justin Lofton runs second. Then our point leader, Justin Allgaier, in the third spot now.
I'm telling you right now, I think if I'm Justin's crew chief, I'm going to say, hey, let's take it easy now. You see our points as of now. He has a 50-point lead over Scott Speed. Scott's not going to gain any points. The only thing that can happen to Justin is that if he was to lose some points. You see Frank Kimmel now all the way back 75 points behind. That's because he made that pit stop with that flat right front tire. I fully expect Frank to gain that a lot of it. But remember, he has to finish 9 positions ahead of Justin in order to beat him in the points.
Take a look at this. This is what Justin Allgaier and Frank Kimmel would like to avoid. There's a lot of this where the cars are bunching up, and right now Ken Schrader right in the middle of that, but he's able to sneak through there and no problems for him.
Yeah, Frank Kimmel was able to get by that little gaggle right there right before Kenny got to it.
Matt Krajewski on the outside of Ken Schrader now. He will fall back on that high line, and now Ken Schrader with a little more open room to run.
There's Frank Kimmel right there. Frank right now is being shown in the 9th position. He just got by Brian Silas for the 9th spot.
There you see Kimmel in that Ford number 44.
Remember, all Frank can do right now is try to pass as many cars as he can pass, and he has to hope that Justin Allgaier has a little bit of trouble because he has to beat him by 9 positions. Right now, Justin comfortably running in the 3rd spot.
45 laps of racing remaining. 44 now as David Reagan has crossed the start-finish line. Justin Allgaier running in the 3rd spot, looking for his first ever championship in the ARCA RE Series. A family-owned race team that has been enjoying the successes that they had dreamt about for a long time. 5 wins already this season, the most wins of any driver in the ARCA RE Series.
This could be such a huge day for Justin and his family. This is a family-run operation right here, and they've worked so hard, put so much of their heart and souls in this operation, and look what it did for Justin. It's got him an opportunity to drive for Penske Racing. Justin was so excited. I spent a little bit of time with him this week at Charlotte at Lowe's Motor Speedway. He made his debut Friday night, had a good run going, and got involved in an incident not of his making. Looks to run at least a couple more nationwide races this year, and then up to at least 10 next year. So a bright, bright future for Justin Allgaier.
Actually talked to Roger Penske after the drivers meeting yesterday at the Cup race, and just had mentioned that we had followed Justin Allgaier's career here in the ARCA RE Series very closely, and he spoke very highly of this young man and obviously the opportunity that he has given him. And it looks as though Justin Allgaier is going to make the most of that. In talking to Justin earlier today, I said, you know, is it sinking in yet? He says, no. It's been an amazing week, to say the least.
Meanwhile, we have the battle for the lead heating up. Justin Lofton would love to get win number 2 for the 2008 season. He has caught David Reagan.
David Reagan looks to be holding up that 20 right now, and it was Justin Lofton who started on the pole and led so many laps to start this race, and now he's all over the back bumper of that 39 of David Reagan.
Justin Lofton looks to have a better race car right now, but remember, he's got very, very little experience. But you know, David Reagan hasn't been racing that long either. This is his second year in the Sprint Cup Series and running the full-time nationwide series as well. But it wasn't just about 3 years ago that he was running this ARCA RE Series right here.
David Reagan taking a little higher line through the turn, and Justin Lofton trying to find any opening that David Reagan would make.
May try to catch him in some heavy traffic. There's a lot of lap cars coming up. Look at Justin, looks to the inside. Is he going to have any room?
Doesn't make the pass here. As the slower lap car on the inside of the racetrack will slow him down. That's Donnie Kelly in the 23.
You know, there's 35 laps to go, Rick. You may say, hey, that's a long time. But when you're clicking off laps at 16 and a half, 17 seconds, it doesn't take that long to put 35 laps in the books.
David Reagan continuing to get by the slower lap traffic without incident. And Justin Lofton following right in his tire tracks, waiting for an opportunity. Now he looks to the inside. Is he done to make the move? He does make a little contact.
Justin did a nice job staying off that 39 car of David Ragan. He got into him, cut the wheel to the left, got sideways, but he wanted to stay off of David Ragan.
They made a little contact, a little smoke from the tires rubbing together.
Ooh, he may have a flat tire. David Ragan may have a flat tire. Justin Lofton's in the lead.
Ragan slows down. Justin Lofton, he sure enough has the right front tire that is down. If he can keep it out of the wall, he's able to stay out of the wall in turns 3 and 4, but he slowed on the racetrack trying to find a way to get back onto pit road. He will make it down on pit road, and we stay green.
Tough break for Justin Lofton. I'm sorry, for David Ragan. But a huge break for Justin Lofton. He was able to drive by him. I think he had the better race car anyway, but when David Ragan cut that right front tire down, it didn't really matter anymore.
You know, amazingly, Justin Lofton was on the left rear is where they made the contact, but it was the right front that went down for David Ragan.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the contact. Jim, what's going on down there?
Well, David Ragan climbed the banking in turns 1 and 2, calling the tires down, Gary Rulo, the crew chief on the box, telling just right side tires. Jason Redding on the jack. They get both right sides changed, and now he's being held by an ARCA official. So Ragan's chance of victory has evaporated.
Problems with Justin Lofton now. He makes his way onto pit road, so our leader is now on pit road, and the 16 of Justin Allgaier is leading this race.
What an amazing turn of events here, inside of 35 laps to go.
Something goes wrong with the 20 of Justin Lofton. He makes his way onto pit road, and now Justin Allgaier in front, potentially winning his 6th race of the 2008 season and a championship.
How about that? What an amazing turn of events to Justin Allgaier.
You know, I mentioned earlier, probably almost 100 laps ago to you, Phil. I said, Phil, isn't it amazing? It doesn't look like there's a scratch on that 16.
He's done a nice job. Trouble. All right, Kenny Schrader's up in the outside wall.
Kenny Schrader in the 52.
Bobby Gerhardt's involved.
The 22 of Ken Butler III pulled right down in front of Todd Bowser in that 21, but Todd was alert enough to stay away, avoid any incident. We have got an amazing stories continuing here in Toledo. David Ragan looked as though he was going to be able to hold off that 20 of Justin Lofton. There was some contact made, and then a right front tire gets cut down by David Ragan, so Justin Lofton moves to the front. We think Lofton now has the strongest car and can stay out in front, and just 2 laps later he has to duck onto pit road.
Yeah, a lot of damage to that Federated Auto Parts Dodge of Kenny Schrader. We're not sure exactly what happened there. Bobby Gerhardt was involved in that incident. Brian Silas also. Ken Butler III. There's Justin Lofton right there. Justin right now is being shown 2 laps down.